Hello everybody, welcome back to how to build a B-1Bomber. And here I am about halfway through my finishing stage, and I wanted to show everyone what I was doing. This is my second coat of primer. In between my first and second coat I really just tried to get all my glass weed figure filled and all my pinholes filled, and got it pretty smooth. And then I came and sprayed a really heavy coat of primer on there. And now what I got is I got a couple high spots and a couple low spots, and it's just a couple little waves. And how I'm fixing that is I'm guide coating it. If you people have never tried that, try this. It will really help your paint job. Just any kind of spray paint. This is gray, and just kind of stand back and mist it. You don't want to get it too heavy, because then it clogs up your sandpaper. Just kind of a mist and get the whole thing covered. Then come in here with your block sander. Still got my 120 grit on there, and just kind of lightly go over it. You don't want to do it too much, because on a big low spot you can actually get in there and sand out your guide coat and not see it. But then it makes some spots really stand out. And then I got me a plastic spreader. This is like for hanging wallpaper, but it really fits. I can make it fit all these curves really nice. And you kind of fill it, get it over there, and see if you can sand it out or if it needs some filler. That one needs a little filler. So after I get the whole side sanded, all my bad spots are sticking out at me. And I'll come over to this side and I'll show you how I fixed it. Bam! Just like one of them cooking shows, huh? I got me a big spreader, and just kind of went over the low spots. You put a little Bondo at the top and just kind of pull it down and leave it alone. If you keep going, you just kind of mess it up. But once it dries and sets up, if it needs a little more, go over it again rather than keep going it and building up and building up. Then you got tons of sand in it. We don't like that here. So you go over the whole thing, and we got it pretty smooth. And on these curves in the back, I took a piece of sandpaper and I wrapped it around a can, and kind of went over the round places in here and up in there. And we got her looking pretty good, folks. But I'm just going to repeat this process until I get every wave and every flat spot and out of it. We're going to get her looking good. But this is Friday, and Dad has been working on my landing gear, and by Monday morning he's going to have them here. So we'll make a new video, and I'll have this all primed. Probably be wet sanding it by then. But here's the cockpit area. Me and Dad scaled it up off the plastic model, and anytime I sand or reprime, I can drop back on there with my Sharpie. Makes it look more like a B1. It's looking good, folks. But by Monday morning I'll have my coat of primer on here, and I'll be wet sanding it. Then we'll be making her slick. And then I'm going to, next week, we're going to cut the nose off, chop. We're going to cut the tail off, chop. And then we're going to prop them up and put all my panel lines on, because we don't want to have to do no major sanding after it's cut. So they fit back together really well. Then I'll put all my panel lines on, and we'll start the molding process. So stay tuned, you guys. We'll make a new video Monday morning. I'll show you my landing gear. And we're going to keep plugging away on this all weekend. And you guys have a nice weekend, and we will see you in the shop.